Hey everybody, Mark from Northeast Bass Fishing. How you guys doing? Well, I was away for a few days. I was over in Burlington, Vermont for 4 days. Left on Thursday, got back on Sunday. Went saw a couple hockey games. Boston College at UVM. Boston College won both games, but it was fun to go get together with my buddies, and we had a good time. But when I'm in that area, there's a few places I like to stop at, and there's a great tackle shop that I always stop at in Vermont, and it's called Rack and Reel, and they're in New Haven, Vermont. It's right on Route 7 there. My buddy Sean and I, we used to go there a lot when I was a member of a ski house in Middlebury, and we were in that area. We'd always stop there, and I've seen it grow and grow over the years. And they have a really nice, if you're into hunting and fishing, they got a ton of stuff. And I hadn't been there in a couple of years because I'm not a member of that ski house anymore. I don't really get over that way as much, but I knew I was gonna, I could cut right by that on the way home, and figured I'd stop in and grabbed a few goodies. I actually got two brand of baits that I've never. One of them is a familiar to me, but I think by name, but I don't have any. Or the other one I'd never heard of. So what I did grab, if you guys saw the short I did get some of these Fishlab Nature Series soft swim baits, 3.5 inch size, and I've never seen these before. And it looks like it's a 7 pack. I think they were like 450, 449. So I figured I'd try them out. If you guys have used these, let me know how you like them. But it's a 3.5 inch soft plastic swim bait. So I'll give it a try. I haven't even opened these up yet out of the pack, so see what they look like. Whew, got a good smell to them. Scented, salted, salted and scented. So what the scent is, I don't know, but there's definitely scent on them. But they come in that clamshell, keep them from getting all kinked up, which is nice. Of course, when I open it up, you got to put them all back in their space. But this color is IU, and this is the IU 3.5 inch size. So if you guys have used these, small swim baits, let me know how you like them. Very soft. That IU color is pretty cool. Got that goldish green on top, that pearl underneath, that kicker, tail. And it's got a little bit of a little different kind of a tail there. It's got a little spike at the end of it there. So what that does to the action, I'm not sure. Probably makes that tail move more, but pretty good looking bait. So I'll try them out and see how I like them. So that's the IU color. I got 4 different colors in that. This one is the rainbow shad color. Looks pretty neat. I'll show you that one up close. Rainbow shad. You've got definitely even more of a pearl underneath than that other one. And it's like a smoke on top with that silver flake, and actually it looks like some other, not just silver. It's like it kind of changes with it's like a hologram, in there, hologram flake in there of different colors. Pretty cool. Rainbow shad. Give them a try. Definitely got a scent on them. Whew, it's good. That one went back nice and easy. Okie dokie. The other one I got is electric shad. So there's that. I don't know if I've shown that packaging long enough. There's the packaging in the front. There it is in the back. Electric shad. Akuma. Okay, so they're. I didn't know that the Fishlab was Akuma. Akuma Fishlab Tackle Corp, Ontario, California. Okay. I didn't know anything about the company. Now I do. Excuse me. Ooh. I don't have a call for a sneeze button. Sorry, guys. Electric shad. So there is what their electric shad looks like. You've got that, not a pearl underneath, but it's just like a kind of a dull, whitish underneath side, and then it's got a bunch of flake in it, blue and black flake. It looks like pretty cool. So electric shad, and the last one of those I got is baby bass color. I thought looked pretty cool. They had a bigger size. I don't remember what size that was. I don't know if it was 4.5 or 5. I wanted to try the small ones first. See how I like them. This baby bass color was the first one I saw, and I said, that looks pretty cool. I've never heard of those before. I'll try them out. You get your pearl underneath. You've got that green, that watermelon on top with that gold and black flake. Perfect bait fish imitating colors. So if you guys are thinking of a different soft plastic, swim bait, I know there's 1,000 of them out there to choose from. Looks pretty neat. I haven't thrown them yet, so I don't know how well they work. I'm sure they'll be fine. But it's kind of a 3.5-inch size. It's kind of in between some of those other sizes I have. And I like to just kind of rig these on one of these. This is one of those Z-Man football heads I've showed you about, or told you about. Football Neds. Quarter. This is a 1/4 ounce here, this one. And I'll just put those on there. And I mean, you could drop shot this too if you wanted to. But I'm just going to cinch this on through the hook. Make sure you run it straight through the back. There's like a little slot in there. You can go right through. That should be about right. Yeah, looks pretty good for the first try. And just run that through there. Chuck that 1/2 ounce football head bag out. Let it get to the bottom. And just slowly swim that back every now and then. Tap the bottom. Killer technique this time of year. Spring and fall killer technique. Fits on that jig head nice. And you can use any jig head you like. That's just the ones I like to use. But pretty cool. Always fun to try new bait that I haven't tried before. And the other bait I saw there was these first gen fishing copperhead bladed jigs. So their version of a chatterbait. These are all 1/2 ounce sizes I got. I think they were $10, $9.99. So looks pretty cool. This is another California company. And this color is burnt orange. Burnt orange. I'd never heard of first gen fishing before, but they look pretty neat. So burnt orange. So I'll pop these out. Take them out of this package and show them to you. Heavy duty staples in there. So burnt orange, this one. Let's see how this. I haven't even opened these up yet, obviously. So let's see how they look. So this is how the head is made. I assume. I thought maybe that those two little things on there were rattles, but I don't hear a rattle. Well, they actually do. So they do. I kind of thought that's what they were. I didn't read that on the package. Let me see. Yeah, blade strikes, ball bearings, 5/0, Mustad Ultra Point hook, hand-tied skirt, and a wire bait keeper. So that is. I thought those two little. Just looking at them in the pack, I thought those two little dots there, things there, were going to be rattles in. You can hear them. I could hear them that way. I couldn't hear them this way. Very slight. But it's got 2 eyeballs on there, that little rattle chamber. Here's your blade. Here's your tie. You got your skirt, and it's tied on. It's not just put on with a rubber keeper, which can rot out. Nice looking skirt. 5/0 Mustad hook. Looks good. And that's the burnt orange color. So, hey, looking for a new, different type of bladed jig to try. There's a million of them out there now, so who knows? Maybe this will be one that I never heard of that I like. So, when I said it was burnt orange, yeah, burnt orange color. And I got a 1/2 ounce. I had 3/8 too. I just got the halves. Like a little heavier chatterbait. But it's pretty cool looking. If you guys have thrown those, let me know how you like them. Let's see. The other one I got is Shimmer Gill. Shimmer Gill. So there's that packaging if I didn't show it long enough last time. There's the front. There's the back. So Shimmer Gill. This one's got, the head is painted. See, on this one, the head is just painted like orange with some black, dots, that black flake type in there. This one is more of a brown and yellow, brown and chartreuse, whatever you want to call it. Got some chartreuse in that skirt, just some different, green, blue shades to it. Pretty cool. Sometimes I think I hear those rattles, and sometimes I think I don't. I'm sure they probably make more noise when the bait is actually going through the water. But nice, seems pretty good components on there. I like to use a Kalen's grub as my trailer. Slide that right on there and be ready to go. Pretty cool looking color. Be a nice bait fish imitator. And the last one I got, half ounce, and this one is just called Blurch. Blurch. Let's see how this skirt looks. It's kind of a cool color. It's got that chartreuse underneath. It's got a like black here and green here, like a green pumpkin color there. It's got a bunch of different skirt patterns in there. Some red, some orange, some chartreuse, some black, some pumpkin. A little bit of everything. Definitely a good bait fish imitator there. Got a little bit of everything. So I'd be curious to see how these run. I always like to try a new chatterbait. But that's pretty cool. So that is first gen fishing. Totally new bait to me. Copperhead bladed jig. The loudest vibrating jig. So we shall see. We shall see. Hopefully I'll get to fish again this year. The weather coming up this week looks awful. I looked at the long range forecast for this week and it looks terrible. I don't know if I'm going to get out this week, but maybe next week. But it is drawing to the end of the season here in New Hampshire for me. So unfortunately this week the weather looks like really lousy. But it's a pretty cool looking chatterbait right there. And that, as I said, is the color Blurch. Blurch. So their take on a perch pattern. There you go. So that's the half ounce first gen fishing bladed jig. Blurch color, the burnt orange. Pretty neat too. Like you want that crawfish imitator. And then this one is just, I believe, was that shimmer shad or shimmer gill? Shimmer gill. Yep. So got a couple bait fish pattern types, and then I got one that was like a crawfish pattern type. So pretty cool looking bladed jigs if you guys are interested in trying a new one. First gen fishing copperhead. Now I tore this pack, but you can still kind of see it there. I'll put links to them on. I did see them on Tackle Warehouse. I don't know if they're on Land Big Fish, but if it's only Tackle Warehouse, then I'll give the link. You guys can check them out on there. And the swim baits that look pretty cool. These Fishlab 3.5 inch Nature Series soft swim baits, 7-pack, rainbow shad. Pretty neat. This one's the IU, the first one I showed you. An IU color. Put that back in the pack. Make sure my tails are all straight. There we go. I don't want to close the pack and smush the tail. So always make sure everything's lined up in that clamshell before you close it back up. I'm going to double check this one, make sure I didn't kink any tails. Oh, and I did. See, that's a no-no. So if you're just using like one at a time, if you're fishing, just make sure when you close the pack, you don't crunch your tail, so that when you want to use it, it's all out of place. These fit in there pretty good when they're lined up right. All right, I think that should be good. I don't see anybody crooked now. Rainbow shad, very cool color. This one I believe was electric shad. Yeah, electric shad, that bluish flake to it. Very cool. Get that one back in the box correctly. Yeah, just so you put them back in, just make sure you get them lined up. And that groove for the tail is lined up so you're not smushing them when you close it. Like I just had that one. Electric shad, very cool. And last but not least, that baby bass color, which I really like. Probably the first one I try. They're all really, fishy looking colors, so that should be good. That baby bass looks neat. So I am looking forward to trying these out. Hopefully, maybe I'll get a chance to do it even this season. Not, they'll have to wait till next spring. Okay. So that, my friends, is it. So that's the baby bass. So baby bass, electric shad, rainbow shad, and ayu. Very cool. Nice store, rack and reel. Check it out. If you're in Vermont, driving on Route 7, coming from Burlington, coming down the way, check it out. Lots of cool fishing stuff. And they have some baits there from companies I don't really know a lot about. So that's, it's hard for me to find places that have stuff that I'm not aware of. But they definitely had some nice stuff. There were some frogs there they had too that I was looking at, but I didn't go too crazy. So just to remind you, Rack and Reel, Route 7, New Haven, Vermont. I'll put the address to it, their website, in the description, and I'll put links to these baits on wherever they're sold online, so you can check them out. Because I don't think they necessarily have an online store, but you can go there and buy them in person. You don't have to order them, but at least you can see what they look like. But that's it, guys. So I thought I'd show you those things I picked up on my way back from my trip yesterday. Pretty cool looking chatterbaits to try out, and some pretty cool looking swim baits to try out. So that is it. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Please like this video. Please share it. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, and I will see you soon on YouTube. Mark out.